Troop Finance 101. Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to learn about troop finances. This training is required for all volunteers who are signers on a troop bank account. Throughout this session, please note the 4 code words. At the end of the training, you will enter the code words at the bottom of the web page beneath the video clip. If you enter the incorrect word or in the incorrect order, you will need to repeat the training. As the troop treasurer, you will be responsible for managing the troop bank account, keeping accurate and up-to-date records, ensuring that your troop is following finance policies and procedures, and submitting troop records annually to council. The first code word is accurate. Opening a troop bank account. Troops will need to obtain an authorization letter from their community accounting coordinator or council's finance department prior to opening an account. All accounts must be opened with the following account name: GSGWM Troop Number. Pre-printed checks should include this information, but no volunteer's name or address should be printed on the checks. Troops are required to use the GSGWM tax ID number provided to you by your community accounting coordinator or the county council finance department. All accounts need to have 3 authorized signers. The signers could not be related or living at the same address. All of the signers must register, have completed an application and background check, and watch GS 101. The 3 signers are usually the 2 leaders and the community accounting coordinator. If your service unit does not have a community accounting coordinator, please contact customer care for assistance in finding a 3rd signer for your account. GSGWM recommends the use of TD Bank, Citizens Bank, or People's Bank for your troop account. Be sure to open your account as a nonprofit to avoid monthly service fees. If you use another bank, our ability to assist you with banking issues may be limited. Having online access is highly recommended for accurate record keeping and for avoiding paper statement fees. Troop treasurers are expected to manage the account to avoid overspending the available funds and to avoid incurring bank overdraft fees. You are encouraged to use a debit card to use for paying for troop activities. Troop leaders are strongly discouraged from spending their own money for troop activities or supplies and then seeking reimbursement. Leaders may not write or sign their own reimbursement checks. Any checks for $250 or more will require 2 signatures. Checks can never be made out to cash, and council requires a troop bank account information form on file every membership year. This is a copy of the troop and service unit bank account information form, which council requires to be on file every membership year. Whether a bank account is open or closed or signers have changed, the troop treasurer needs to send a bank account information form to council. This form can be found in your troop packet as well as on our website at girlscoutsgwm.org under the Forms tab. Record keeping. Keep accurate and up-to-date records for the troop. Keep receipts and copies of the bank statements. Records are turned in annually, but should be kept up to date throughout the year. Utilize the detailed cash report. Keeping accurate and up-to-date records will only make filling out the end of your finance report easier. It is highly recommended that you start using the Excel financial report at the start of the membership year. This form can be found on our website at girlscoutsgwm.org under Forms. Financial reporting. The financial report is turned in annually and contains 3 parts. You will see that the Excel spreadsheet has several tabs at the bottom. There is a tab for directions, questions and answers, a detailed account record, and the financial report. These Excel forms will automatically fill and transfer the information between the forms. This report is due to your community accounting coordinator no later than June 30th. If your community does not have a community accounting coordinator, then submit this form to customer care at girlscoutsgwm.org. This is the first tab on the Excel spreadsheet, the question and answer form. The question and answer tab information will automatically fill in the detailed cash and financial report. The detailed cash record is the accounting of all income and expenses. You will be inputting dates, details, and cost center codes. This is very similar to using a check register for your personal bank account. Code word number 2 is detailed. This is the tab called the Detail Account Record. This sheet has been automatically formatted to link to the financial report. Please note that there is a drop-down menu in the Cost Center column, shown on line 6. Choosing one of these transactions will use the correct code for expenses or income. The final tab is the financial report, again, due no later than June 30th. This can be printed and filled in manually, but it is recommended that you use the Excel format for accuracy and convenience. Records can also be kept using accounting software such as MS Money or Quicken. These programs must be set up using the same cost center codes as Council uses. Troop Audit. Random audits of troop accounts are conducted each year by the Finance Department. This is a formal examination of financial accounts to inspect and verify the accuracy of financial records and statements. Keeping accurate records is important throughout the year and will make the audit process less stressful. Selected troops will be required to provide all bank account statements with corresponding expense receipts, check registers, and/or the detailed cash record. Other considerations. Please remember that your troop account exists under the GSGWM tax ID number. While the funds deposited into the account are for the use of the troop in funding programs and activities for your Girl Scouts, those funds remain the property of GSGWM. It is the responsibility of the leader of each Girl Scout troop to see that any money earned or received never become the property of individual members, either girls or adults. At no time is the troop treasury to be used for activities that are not Girl Scout related. Financial information should be readily available if requested by any parent, service unit member, or council staff member. ACH sweep. You will hear the term ACH sweep quite often. What is an ACH sweep? It is an automation clearinghouse. Finance will automatically withdraw money from the Girl Scout troop bank accounts for their product sale payments. Adding deposits into Nutty or eBuddy are no longer necessary with the ACH process. Alerts. Council will only withdraw the amount due per eBuddy. This will not include the troop proceeds. Please refer to the eBuddy Sales tab report for the amount due Council for each sweep. Specific sweep dates are on the alert form and will be included in your product sales packet. It can take up to 3 days for the transaction to appear in the account after the ACH is submitted. Alerts are critical in the ACH process. If your troop has not collected or deposited the funds needed, an alert must be submitted. If a parent has not paid for the product or a check has bounced, notify Council with an alert. A new alert will need to be filed for each of the scheduled sweeps. After the alert deadline, changes cannot be made to the ACH sweep data. It takes the Finance Department several days to prepare the ACH data file, and no changes can be made after the alert deadline. Please note that failure to comply with a submission of alerts on the sweep timetable may result in the ACH transaction taking a greater amount than the troop bank account balance, and the troop may incur an insufficient funds fee from the bank. Councils will not be responsible for bank fees incurred by alerts not being submitted by the indicated deadlines. Council will charge a fee to the troop for each default occurrence and has the authority to remove the signer from the account. This is a copy of an alert form. This form can be used when deposits have not cleared the bank in time for the sweep, or when a parent has not paid for the product. Please include actions you have taken to collect the funds. A new alert form must be submitted for each of the sweeps. Changes cannot be made after the deadline due to the complexity of preparing the file and submitting it to the clearinghouse. Code word number 3 is alerts. Troop money earning. If additional funds are needed to participate in program, a money earning request form must be submitted. A money earning activity follows a planned budget and is carried out by the girls and adults to earn money for a specific purpose. Council-sponsored product sales are council-wide sales of authorized products, such as Girl Scout cookies and nuts. All troops must participate in the annual cookie program to be eligible to do additional money-earning projects. Troop money-earning projects may not be held while council-sponsored sales are occurring. Money earning procedure. An application and guidelines for money earning can be found on our website at girlscoutsgwm.org under the Forms tab. The form is called the Supplemental Money Earning for Troops form. An application must be submitted 4 weeks in advance to your community accounting coordinator. Appropriate money earning activities would include a car wash, a bake sale, a yard sale, raking leaves, shoveling snow, and babysitting in public places. Things that would not be approved would be raising funds or soliciting for another organization, games of chance such as raffles, or restaurant or other coupons to receive a percentage of their sales. Please remember to fill out the report form and attach it to your annual report. Closing a troop account. Regardless of the reason for closing a troop or group bank account, the troop leader must make sure that all outstanding checks have cleared the bank before the account is closed. The leader must also submit a troop group and community bank account information form and a final troop group financial report. This must be submitted to the community accounting coordinator. If there is no community accounting coordinator, the report must be submitted to customer care at the Girl Scout office. Please include all bank records, unused checks, and the troop debit card. Your code word is CAC. Lapsed and disbanding troops. When a troop does not re-register for the new membership year, it is considered to be a lapsed troop. The funds in the troop checking account are forwarded to the Council Finance Department and will be held for 1 membership year. If the troop re-registers with a majority of the original girl members before the end of that membership year, the funds are restored to the troop. If the troop does not re-register within that membership year, the funds are transferred to the GSGWM Girl Assistance Fund. If a troop decides to disband, but the girls are transferring to other Girl Scout troops, the money in the troop checking account will be divided proportionally and given to the troops that the girls are joining. The money does not go to individual girls. If the troop decides to disband and the girls are not continuing in Girl Scouting, the girl members may vote to donate the money in the troop checking account to a specific Girl Scouting purpose, such as girl assistance, camperships, new troop startup funds, or to a camp for camp improvements. The decision and the vote must be recorded in the minutes of the troop meeting and must be provided to the Council Finance Department when the bank account information is filed. The leader should send a cashier's check with the account balance to Council Finance along with the bank account information sheet and the troop group financial report. A copy of the bank account information sheet should also be provided to the community accounting coordinator. Money in a disbanding troop may not be divided among the girls for their personal use. Also, money in a disbanding troop account cannot be added to the community bank account or given to another troop unless the disbanding troop's girl members have voted to do so. Thank you for viewing this online Troop Finance 101 training. please complete the form below the video clip, include the 4 code words, and then click the Submit button. If you have any questions about the content of this training, please contact customer care at customercare@girlscoutsgwm.org or 888-474-9686. Thank you.